Executive Officer of Planning Package Group, Mr. Yoshikazu Kamisaka.
Good morning, everybody.
Amazing.
Philippine Economic Zone Authority, Director General, Dr. Charito Prado, First Secretary of Japan Embassy in Manila, Mr. Noboru Kageyama, Assistant Regional Executive Director of DNR Region 7, Dr. Emma Merana, Provincial Administrator of the Cebu Province, Attorney Mark Tolentino, Mayor in the Municipality of the Gatafe, Mr. Casey Shaw Camacho, and Orango people, and Banakong people, and Tanghai people, Bajang people, and all distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to all of you to attend this occasion, which we are having 10 million mangrove plantation ceremony today. I am very honorable to announce we reach 10 million mangrove plantation as of today. Without all of your cooperation, we cannot meet this 10 million. 10 million is just only word, but it started from one piece of the mangrove plantation since 2009. Let me explain about our business background, a little bit about what is package. We started the business of the packaging business back to 1976 in Japan, 42 years ago. We are supporting business from Japan to exporting products to worldwide. Then, 22 years ago, we decided coming to Philippines to start the business, same way to the exporting packaging business from Philippines to worldwide. Beginning, very small company in Japan, only 8% to start. When I joined, 23 employees in Japan. Only very small company. But now, we are expanding. Almost 900 employees in the world. In the Philippines, since 1996, we started the Rosario, Cavite. But now, we have 4 companies in the Philippines. Calamba, LSP2, also Batangas, First Philippines, and also Limaran, and also Technopark in the Santa Rosa, also Sumi, and also here in the Cebu, and Alabama also, with all our employee, Filipino employee, very talented, very smart, very loyalty employee to support to our business. That's why we have hundreds of the customers to support export, like Epson, Canon, Brother, Hitachi, Toshiba, Sanyo Denki, hundreds thousands of customers we support to export with our designed packaging here. Year 2008, do you know the year of the year 2008? What happened in the world? It's a Lehman shock. Everybody, economy going down, dropping down. But at that time I thought, we have to stand on the very strong. Also, we have to support our customer, and not only our customer, especially to the Philippines, of the people and the economy. Also, we want to appreciate to return back to the country of the Philippines. Because we can have the business with resource of the human resource and also the nature of the beautiful nature in the Philippines. That's why I wanted to start mangrove plantation here in the Philippines. But the beginning, after recession, Lehman shock, board meeting I suggested bring up this topic. Rest of the board member all disagree because very bad economy. How come small company can support to others? But I don't want to give up. 3 times I bring up the board meeting this topic because we want to contribute, we want to appreciate the Philippines very much. 3rd times, everybody to accept, agree to starting the mangrove plantation. That's why we started in 2009 is the beginning. That's the first piece of the mangrove plantation to start. As you know, mangrove seeds propagates. The life is almost 1 year. It's floating in the sea. Our company is the same way. One person of the employee to starting to work very hard, teamwork. From the Philippines to we open to the China. It's everything to from the Filipino employee to open to China and Hong Kong, in the Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, now in the Mexico. We are targeting the opening the company from the Philippines to the USA this year. It's the same way mangrove propagate to floating, never ever die, even very far away, carried by sea current. Once getting the land, starting to survive, starting to having the more beautiful mangrove forest. I want to be having the same way to our company's business. But first of all, we are enjoying the very much is a seafood from Philippines to exporting to Japan, especially fish and shrimp. I love shrimp very much. But unfortunately, in order to make the shrimp, many mangrove forests destroy to convert artificial pond. I learned about that. That's why I want to make the rehabilitation to contribute and appreciation, bring back our appreciation to the all Philippine countries. As long as our business to start, as long as we are very good operation and good heart together with all of us, we never ever stop. 10 million mangrove plantation is just only one milestone. I want to reach to more 20 million, 100 million, even reach 100 million. I don't want to stop. Not only in the Philippines, I want to contribute back to the worldwide. That is our mission. That way, it's not only supporting the business in the worldwide, but also global warming, also protecting the nature to support global warming. Even one person can do. Even small company like a KPGreen can do. I'm very proud of everybody's cooperation and understanding to support this project. I'm so happy to today. I'm so happy to announce. Also, we have a plan to this occasion. Ceremony is May 11 in Japan. Philippine Embassy, ambassador agree and accept. We are holding this 10 million mangrove plantation ceremony in the Philippine Embassy in Tokyo. I really want to invite all of you to go there to attend the ceremony also. Especially this time, I'd like to clap your hand. I want to give all of you to give the clap your hand to the real mangrove plantation to helping the people. Orlando people, please stand up. Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting the mangrove plantation. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Banakong people, please stand up. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for always supporting the mangrove plantation. Thank you very much. Tanghai people. Tanghai, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Bajan people. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. They are just representative attending this ceremony. Back of them, many people to support this project. I really wanted to say thank you very much. Also, this occasion, we have a guest, also our group, from Japan, from Vietnam, from Indonesia. Thank you for coming to join this ceremony. This activity, I want to continue to make more fruitful. Why we working very hard? It's for family. Why we have to work for the family? Because we have to make the happy of the family. We work for the family for make the happy of the family. Everybody here, one project can make very warm heart and happy heart to continue to forever. Lastly, again, I would like to appreciate to all of you again. Thank you very much and mabuhay.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a round of applause to the President and Chief Executive Officer of Kani Package Group, a person with a big heart, Mr. Yoshikazu Kanisaka. Thank you very much, sir. Well, I believe having that kind of project, having that kind of goal, Kani Package deserves an award by lifting and helping the people, especially the beneficiaries. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call in the Assistant Regional Director of DNR 7, Dr. Emma Milana.
Good morning. In appreciation of Kani Package contribution on mangrove reforestation and rehabilitation in the Philippines, DNR Region 7 wants to give this certificate of appreciation. Please read.
The Department of Environment and Natural Resources 7 hereby awards this Certificate of Appreciation to K Group Philippines Incorporated in recognition for its as partner in pursuing conservation and protection to promote sustainable development through the KPGreen Earth CSR Milestone for initiating the 10 million mangroves in 10 years project. Given the 10th day of February 2018 at Shangri-La Mactan Resort and Spa, Lapu-Lapu City, signed Engineer Gilbert C. Gonzalez, CESO 3 Regional Director.
Congratulations, Kani Package. And of course, thank you very much to the Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Emma Milana. Can we give Dr. Emma Milana a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?
CEO of Kani Package Corporation, Mr. Yoshikazu Kanisasa, for this very beautiful CSR project. I salute you. And of course, we have the first Secretary of the Japan Embassy in the Philippines, Noboru Kageyama, and our Mayor Mayor Cassie Sean Camacho of Hetafe, Bohol. Am I saying it correctly? Hetafe. And we also have the Assistant Regional Director, Emma Milana, of the Management Services of the DNR. Other guests with us, maayong buntag sa tanang mga Bisaya po kung dako. To everyone here, thank you for inviting me. It is really a great opportunity to congratulate all the officers and staff of KP Group Philippines Inc. On this very special occasion, KPG or KP Group's KPGreen Earth CSR milestone and covenant signing. I am deeply honored to be a part of the celebration of the KP Group Philippines Inc. This is indeed a very remarkable achievement in its environmental conservation efforts. It is indeed very impressive feat for one company to plant 10 million mangroves in a period of 10 years, covering a big area in the Visayas region. So thank you for choosing the Philippines, the Visayas region for this project. And this exemplifies KP Group's dedication and strong commitment to its crusade in protecting and conserving the environment. The Philippine Economic Zone Authority takes pride in hosting in our economic zones members of the KP Group Philippines Inc., namely the Kani Package Philippines Inc., the Superflex Logistics, and its IT company engaged in design, testing, and business development. In its more than 2 decades of operations in the country and as part of the PEZA family, KP Group Philippines Inc. has vastly contributed to the Philippine economy through your substantial investments. The many jobs you have provided our people and the support you have rendered to our other economic zone locators with your sterling packaging products and excellent logistics and IT services. For this, we are really very grateful to you, our dear partner in development. Let me tell you about the new programs and thrust of. We are now 22 years old, so when I assumed as the head or the Director General of the biggest economic zone authority of the country, we actually host the biggest foreign direct investments. 92% or more of the foreign investors are registered with PEZA. And the Japanese industries and companies, you occupy 30% of our foreign investors. Arigato gozaimashita. And in our revolutionizing PEZA, I want to share with you our new programs and efforts in enhancing the business competitiveness of the country, as we also address its own wars against poverty, unemployment, and underemployment, the annual unequal distribution of wealth, and the lack of development in the countryside. First, PEZA would like to change that mindset. The mindset is that when we are going to industrialize, it will destroy the environment. That old mindset that if we are going to industrialize, our environment, our people will be exploited by foreign nationals or foreign investors. This is not so, because in our revolutionizing PEZA, we will be creating more economic zones of different types in every province and city nationwide. In fact, we are now going to transform our economic zones and our industries located in our economic zones to become green economic zones and green industries. So what does this mean? We are going to require our economic zones to plant more trees, to utilize or recycle their water use. We will also encourage our ecozones and our industries to utilize renewable sources of energy and to use energy conservation measures or equipment. And of course, for our industries to use the latest technology that will not create pollution as much as possible. So in the entire Mindanao, Visayas, and Luzon, we will expect soon different types of economic zones depending on the potential of the land and the resources of the land. So if it is an agricultural land, we call it agro-industrial economic zone. So we invite food processing industries, the plantations, the different crops. If it is a timberland under the management of the DNR, we put up the agroforestry economic zone. In the mining areas, we will invite the mineral processing industries so we can create more industries that will manufacture many kinds of finished products. Because right now, there is no clear policy yet as to the wood industry. So our industries in PEZA, for example, are now importing wood from other countries. There is no clear policy yet on the mining industry because we still allow the exportation of raw minerals. So what happened is that we don't have a steel industry, a very basic industry, when we have the raw minerals to manufacture steel. So what happened is that while we export the raw minerals, we import the finished products like the construction materials. 90% of our construction materials are being imported. Even nails, no? Maski yung lansang, binisaya na ta. Maski yung lansang, maski yung martilyo and everything, wala tayong capability to manufacture. When all these basic tools, for example, the raw minerals are the materials that we use in manufacturing steel. Anyway, that is the program of PESA. That's why we are inviting more investors to come and help the government through PESA to spread the development in the countryside. We want to invite all types of industries because we already have different types of economic zones nationwide. So all these economic zones will be placed in the Philippine Economic Zones map. So if there is going to be a new investor or existing investors or industry partners of PESA would want to expand, they simply will look at the Philippine Economic Zones map because all of these different types of industries can already be accommodated because we have already different types of economic zones in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So we are now coming up with our own PESA standards of what is a green ecozone, what is a green industry. So again, I would like to congratulate the company for initiating. This is indeed a very laudable type of a corporate social responsibility program. Mangrove production, planting of mangroves. I was asking our assistant director what is the use of the mangrove. Very, very useful because it will prevent flood. It will create a habitat and even food for the marine life or the marine species. So It will also prevent soil erosion. So, napakalaking tulong kung ang lahat ng Cebu, ang buong Cebu, ang lahat ng isla ng Pilipinas will be protected with this mangrove plantation. So, given the track record in corporate social responsibility of the company, I also would like to invite you to vie for the annual PEZA Excellence Awards. In April 11, we will have the annual Investors Night. So may I request the company to join the CSR for the pro-environment projects being done by our industries in PEZA, because we are going to give this Outstanding Community Projects Award and the Outstanding Environmental Performance Award. We give the Outstanding Community Project Award to our EcoZone locator companies who have strengthened their relationship to the community through meaningful and sustainable CSR projects. While we grant the Outstanding Environmental Performance Award to locator companies who have institutionalized their environmental management system, complied with environmental regulations, and fostered partnership between the government and the industry in caring for the environment while simultaneously sustaining economic growth. This is PEZA's own small way of recognizing and thanking our outstanding EcoZone locators who are willing to go beyond the pursuit of private interests and go the extra mile to leave a positive impact to the community as a very responsible corporate citizen. I am very confident with KP Group's chances of bagging these highly coveted PEZA Excellence Awards. So at this point, I wish to reiterate again our total support to KP Group Philippines Inc. and all your other operations in the Philippines. And I am very confident that all these various business operations will continue to grow and succeed in the future. I hope that with your experience here, especially with our PEZA's brand of service, you will continue to expand your operations because of the competitiveness and growing market that we can offer. So once again, I wish to convey our warmest congratulations to KP Group Philippines Inc. for this very important and very significant milestone in your corporate social responsibility program. Thank you very much. Arigato gozaimashita. Mabuhay ang KP Group Philippines Inc. Thank you.
Alright, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Director General of PEZA, Dr. General Charito Plada. Thank you so much for having a parallel goal and of course for supporting the KPGreen project of Canny Package. Once again, can we give a round of applause to Dr. General Charito Plada. And of course, another special guest this morning to give another congratulatory message. Ladies and gentlemen, the first Secretary of Japan Embassy here in the Philippines, let's welcome Mr. Noboru Kagiyama. Thank you, MC.
Brigadier General Charito B. Plaza, the Director General, Philippine Economic Exam Society. Dr. Emma Melana, the Assistant Regional Executive Director, Department of the Environment and the Natural Resources. Attorney Mark Tolentino, the Provincial Administrator, the 7th Provincial Government. Mr. Jose Sean Camacho, the Mayor of the Petafe, and then President and CEO, the Kane Package Philippines Inc., Mr. Yoshihikasu Kanesaka. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, magandang mayong bandang ng yon tanan.
Mayroong buntag. Mayroong buntag sa inyo.
It is my great honor to attend the KPGreen as CSR Milestone and the Covenant Ceremony. On behalf of the Embassy, I would like to express my sincere appreciation for the invitation to this meaningful event. I consider it a privilege to speak before all of you this morning. For more than 20 years, the Kane Package Philippines has been providing total packaging solution to the customers all over the world. The company makes sure that the product of its partner companies arrive safely and in perfect condition, which is a very tough job. And aside from pure business, the Kane Package Philippines has also greatly contributed to the environment and the society of the region through its CSR activities as well as its packaging business. It is the reason why we are gathered here today. The Kane Package Philippines, with the assistance of the Philippine government and the local communities, has been planting mangroves in the country's coastal areas since 2009, which has greatly contributed to the CO2 reduction as well as to the regional communities. The company has also donated the daycare centers and the school building to the many town cities as well as many textbooks and the school supplies to the students in the region. The continuous success and the remarkable achievement of the Kane Package here in the Philippines have made it a shining example of the successful relationship between the Filipino and the Japanese. It shows us what we can achieve when our two peoples come together and work towards the same goals. It is a reflection of our bilateral relationship. When the President Duterte visited Tokyo last October 2017, he stated that our two countries are entering a golden age of strategic partnership. Japan-Philippine bilateral relations have never been better, and now we need to build on past achievement and aim for the higher goals. The Philippines has embarked on a massive infrastructure development program. Japan stands ready to support the Build Back Better program of the Duterte administration and has announced our commitment of a total 1 trillion yen or 450 billion pesos through public and the private sector engagement. Japan has already committed some flagship projects, including the Metro Mania subway, and we will do more projects not only in Luzon but also in Visayas and Mindanao. At the same time, the Duterte administration mentioned in its 10-point socio-economic agenda that they would try to invite more foreign companies for the further development of the country. The Embassy of Japan is here to continuously cooperate with our partners from the government of the Philippines, including the PEZA, so that more and more Japanese companies will come to the Philippines and create lasting relationship with the social society, just as Package Philippines has done here. So again, I truly appreciate the outstanding achievement and the contribution of the Kane Package Philippines to the development not only of this region but of the 4 countries. Toward a more fruitful year, I sincerely wish Turkish Philippines and as a guest here all the best. Together, we will strengthen and take advantage of our golden age of the strategic partnership. Thank you very much and mabuhay.
Alright, thank you very much, Mr. Noboru Kageyama, the first Secretary of Japan Embassy. Thank you very much. At this time, another congratulatory message from the Governor of Saitama Prefecture, Japan, in behalf of Governor Kiyoshi Ueda. Can I call in Mr. Kim? Good morning, sir.
My respect to our President, Mr. Yoshikazu Kanisaka, sir. To all our dignitaries who are in attendance and everyone, a pleasant morning to all of us. Let me read to you on behalf of the Governor of Saitama Prefecture, Lipan. I wish to offer my heartfelt congratulations to you for today's grand 10 million mangrove planting ceremony that is graced by a lot of people. I admire your major success in planting 10 million trees, one tree at a time, in line with your desire to give back to the Philippines where your base is located. With your superior packaging technology and unique personal fostering system, the activities of your company that began in Saitama's Aroma City and has expanded its bases to ASEAN region, even Mexico, truly make you a global company that Saitama Prefecture is proud of. Your company had been partnering with us as the first contributor under Saitama Hatsu Shikayuki Scholarship Program, a global manpower fostering project that is spearheaded by the local government of Saitama Prefecture. The Kani Package Mangrove Scholarship Program that was set, thanks to your company contributions, has been a valuable opportunity that helps the younger generation in Saitama Prefecture go through various experiences abroad. In order to build a global perspective, we are deeply grateful. Moreover, your company had completed a wonderful, environment-friendly new building in August last year. I am confident that you will play an increasingly important role in global market in the future, with this new building as your base. Finally, I wish more successful years for Kani Package Group and success and help for all of you in attendance. Sincerely, Kiyoshi Ueda, the Governor of Saitama Prefecture.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kim. And of course, in behalf of Kani Package Group, I would like to extend our thanks to the Governor of Saitama Prefecture, Governor Kiyoshi Ueda, for the support. Thank you very much. And of course, another congratulatory message from the very handsome mayor of Getafe, Bohol. Let's welcome with a big round of applause, Mayor Kathy Shelley Camacho.
My esteemed respect to Mr. Yoshikazu Kanisaka, President and CEO of Kani Package Group Companies. My greetings to Director General Charito Plaza, the mother of Caraga region, as well as the Governor of Cebu, Governor Dabede, represented by Attorney Tolentino, the First Secretary, Japan Embassy to the Philippines, Mr. Noboru Kageyama, to Ma'am Emma Milana, who Carabina, the Assistant Regional Director. My greetings, as well as to the other officers, staffs, and project coordinators of the Package Group of companies. My respect to the other guests from the Philippines, co-managing the mangrove reforestation, the POs, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning to us all. It is the great honor to be your entities of this grand ceremony to attend the Package Group of companies for the KPGreen Earth CSR Milestone and Covenant signing ceremony of the 10 million mangroves in 10 years here in Cebu, as well as the opportunity to join this environmental networking event. It has been more than 5 years and more since the local government of Hitape has been partnered with the Package Group of companies with their KPGreen Earth project, especially the mangrove tree planting in Banacon in the island of Hitape. It has been indeed an honor for this humble representation to have been able to serve such business entity with noble vision to offset the climate change. I was also pleased to see the Package team accomplish its key goals. I want to personally thank you for keeping your project team to stay on track and target to meet the Package goals. The KP team's positive attitude has had a terrific influence on the way all the hours of hard work have paid off on our collaborative undertakings on this current project, and hopefully going to positive effect both our experience with this as well as future projects. We're lucky to have the Package Group of companies incorporated working in collaboration with the local government unit of Hitape. The project was well worth your time and investment, and on behalf of the people of Hitape, I want to know that we really appreciate your efforts. Your willingness to help out in alleviating the global effects of climate change where there is need of great is appreciated. It is the kind of flexibility, insights, and dedication that I conclude will help the Package Group companies incorporated to grow its full potential. As the mayor of Hitape Bohol, I learned a lot from this experience. Indeed, with you, my dear partners, sharing responsibilities and having managed to deliver constructively your goals for offsetting initiatives in climate change. The local government unit of Hitape, its efforts in mangrove reforestation also was reinvigorated. Mangrove foliage has declined by nearly half over the past several decades because of the increased coastal development and damages to its habitat. The rapid decline in mangrove extent threatens the delicate balance in the environment and may eventually shut off the important link between the land and the ocean, with full potential consequences for atmospheric composition and climate. To the Package Group, the 10 million mangroves in 10 years the project was well worth your time and investment And on behalf of the LGU Hitape, I want you to know that we really appreciate your efforts. LGU Hitape could not have food of climate change mitigation without your collaborative initiative. Once again, our sincere thanks.
Alright, once again, thank you very much to the Mayor of Itapi Bohol, Mayor Cathy Sean Camacho. Thank you very much, Honorable. At this time, for the hard work and undying support to the County Package group of companies and its project, KPGreen Earth, it is right to recognize their partners. At this time, I would like to request the Chief Executive Officer and President of County Package Group, Mr. Yoshikazu Kanisaka, to present the award. All right, let me read it. County Package Group of Companies, KPGreen Earth Milestone Ceremony, 10 million mangroves in 10 years. We have here the plaque of appreciation to be awarded to the partners for the valuable support and contribution to the milestone achievement of County Package Group's CSR, or the Community Social Responsibility, the KPGreen Earth Mangrove Rehabilitation Project. Given this 10th of February 2018, here at Shangri-La Mactan Resort and Spa, Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, Philippines. Signed by the President and the CEO of County Package Group, Mr. Yoshikazu Kanisaka. Let's welcome and congratulate from Orlando Ecotour Association. Congratulations. All right, once again, we have here a representative from Orlando Ecotour Association receiving their award. Another, the same plaque of appreciation for Banacon Fisher Folks and Mango Planters Association. Let's give them a round of applause. Next, same award goes to the Grass Farmers and Fisher Folks Association. Let's give a round of applause to the Grass Farmers and Fisher Folks Association. Good morning, sir, and congratulations. And lastly, congratulations to the Goodline Fisher Folks Association. There you go. Good morning, madam, and congratulations. Please join us here on stage and claim your award. All right, once again, we have here from Orlando Ecotour Association, Banacon Fisher Folks and Mangrove Planters Association, Bugas Farmers and Fisher Folks, and of course, lastly, we have from the Woodland Fisher Folks Association. Congratulations. Let's give a round of applause to CSR partners of County Package Group. And of course, thank you very much to the President and CEO, Mr. Yoshikazu Kanisaka. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. At this time, for the response message, let us all welcome the National Federation Vice President of Community-Based Forestry Management Agreement. Let's welcome Mr. Joscoro Canlobo III.
with the respect to Mr. Yusik Kaso Benisata, sir, President and Head of the Canadian Group of Companies, Director General, Ma'am Charito, Ma'am, First Secretary of Japan Embassy in Manila, Mr. Noburo Kagiyama, sir, Regional Director of Dinner 7, Mother Banakon, ang mong inahan sa Banakon, mong Ima Milana, Mayor of Municipality of Itape, walay ko por favor, away kagaw, Honorable Mayor Kasisyon Kamatsu, and the representatives of all the people's organizations there. Ako magtahod ninyo tanan kaysa 10 million mangroves may lagay sa gato sila na atuan ng trabaho ang 10 million. Kita mo yung pinaka-importante ni moong programa. Kaya kung wala ka, wala ni moong programa. Without that, wala ni moong programa. In behalf of the organization, the Banakon Fisher Folks and Mangrove Planters Association, the BACMAPA, it is my distinct honor and privilege to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the people behind the package group of companies, in which our group BACMAPA is one of the beneficiaries and benefited to the National Green Program sponsored by this company. This project not only helps the fisher folks and mangrove planters of Banakon, but also contributes to the development of our environmental natural resources, and most especially, it contributes much to solve at least the problem of the universal climate change. Once again, in the name of BACMAPA and all the organizations that benefited this project of qualified its group of companies, thank you very much and more power.
Alright, more power to you, Mr. Gestoro Canlobo III, the Vice President, the National Federation Vice President of CBFMA holder. Thank you very much. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we have here our special guest from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. Let us all welcome to give us her message, the Assistant Regional Director of DNR 7, Dr. Emma Milana.
My congratulations and deep appreciation to the Can Package group of companies in the Philippines, as well as yung mga partners in other countries. Thank you for coming, Can Package from outside the Philippines. And of course, yung mga people's organization natin, I'm very touched to see you today. I have worked with Bulinawan, the Dungguan in Bulinawan Karkar also, and the Bugas, Fisher Folks and Farmers Association, BOFA. Banakon, I have been there since 1980s because I started my work as a researcher sa DNR on mangrove, specifically on mangrove. That is why maybe my boss sent me today to meet you all. Okay? So from DNR, may buntag or good morning to Mr. Kanikasa, our CEO ng Can Package Philippines. of course, Director General Cherito Plaza. I know I meet her now only, and I know only today that she was the one who sponsored the bill for the Caraga region. Okay, so there's a legacy for you, Madam. And our First Secretary, Embassy of Japan, Mr. Kageyama, okay. And representative of the Governor of Saitama Prefecture, Mr. Kim, Mayor Kasi Camacho of Hetafe. I used to see him before as a young boy. Ngayon mayor na. Tumatanda na talaga. Growing old talaga. Okay. Of course, our partner, POs, and from Panhay, from Bugas, Bajan, Olango, Olango also. Okay. So, Banacon, and I'm glad Duguan is here also pala. So, may butag na itong tanan. Good morning to all. In behalf of our Regional Director, Gilbert Gonzalez, who sent me today I will read his message, okay? So, it says here, 10 million mangroves in 10 years for the Kani Package Green Earth project. So, this great for us in DNR. We appreciate that. That will help our environment. Because as we know, mangrove absorbs 10 times carbon dioxide than other trees. Okay? It's maybe because of its very dense vegetation cover. It says here, I learned that you've been our active partner in Central Visayas since 2009. That is in Olango, no? Okay. The first planting of mangroves by Kani Package Philippines was in Olango in 2008. And thank you very much for planting, protection, and conservation of mangroves, not just in Olango, but you have also extended to Banacon Island in 2011, and now you're reaching out Panhay and Bajan since last year, 2017. You have started your effort. Okay? Mangrove is very important, okay, for it protects our shores from shoreline erosion, and with the climate change, it would protect us from storm surge during typhoons and monsoon winds, okay? Even tsunami, okay? As recent events, mangrove areas hit by tsunami, with mangroves have more survival, no? Or less casualty than those without. That was our recent experience, okay? And mangroves also help stabilize sediments. So this is shown in Banacon Island, wherein used to be Haguliyao and Banacon. The school is in Banacon for the Haguliyao Island or children. They go by boat before, and now they can already walk through the mangrove plantation during low tide. So that's great. That's really, that mangrove builds land. Okay. And they maintain good water quality, okay, by filtering our sediments brought from the land. No? So it helps the corals and the seagrass, so are sensitive to sediments. Okay? Corals, as you know, are animals. The polyps, no? The microscopic polyps are animals living inside those skeleton ng corals. Okay, so they are very sensitive to sediments. So mangrove helps protect corals from sediment load, no? Di ma-choke. Okay, so that's it. It's one of the causes of death of corals, high sediment load ng ating water. and it traps pollutants from the land. Okay? So, in that way, it helps our marine lives, including the seagrasses. And it's also a sanctuary and habitat for our birds and other marine lives. According to scientists who work on this, mangroves are called nurseries of the sea. Why? Because they replenish our fish stocks. Fish larvae find their way through wave action and current into our mangrove areas. They end up in the mangrove, they are hatched in the coral reef area and the seagrass areas, and they find their way to the mangrove. They grow there, and when they become juvenile, they go out and go to our coral reef and seagrass area, replenishing our fish stock there. So this is very important for Filipinos because we are highly dependent on fishery for food, no? Okay. And also mangrove feed these larvae and small fishes because the leaves that drops are broken down by the shrimps, the crabs, and these tiny bits are decaying there. We call that detritus material, which is the basic food chain in the marine ecosystem. So they supply food for the small fishes, and the small fishes feed the big fishes. So it's the chain there, and we are the end consumer, the people. Okay, so that's it. Okay. Because of that, it is estimated by researchers or experts that a hectare of mangrove loss, okay, we will have also an equivalent loss in our fish catch of about 1.08 ton of fish per year. So that's great, diba? Okay, that's why I was amazed before when I went to Bulinawan, Karkar, Tandunguan. I asked them, why is this barangay called Bulinawan? Because before daw, accordingly, before there were large of suniracha and dense mangrove in that area. And the bulinaw, the dilis, just come to the shore and they just scoop it with their bare hands. Okay, they can get already the dilis. Okay, so that's why they are called bulinawan. And the boats there, bulinaw there before now is by boats. I asked them, how about today? No, it's already by liter. Okay, by cans ng liter. Okay. So it's fortunate enough if they can have 1 liter of bulinaw a day. That's good enough. Okay, according to that. Okay. So records. Also, we believe that our collaboration today, okay, with the local government, non-government organizations, the business sector led by Kani Package, group of companies, and national agency, okay, with TISAHER also, and of course, most important partner are the communities, because in mangrove reforestation or mangrove rehab, we really need to involve the community because they are there, no? They are the day-to-day managers of the area. Okay. So I'm confident, it says here, that we will reach our goal, a sustainable development and climate change resilience development with inclusive economic growth, because not only our environment but also our people, our community will benefit economically with this endeavor, providing them opportunities for work, especially in those remote areas in the islands. Okay, at the same time protecting them. Okay. Dinner Secretary Rose Simato emphasizes its priority programs to enhance That is, one is enhanced national greening program, wherein the planting of mangrove is a part, no? Is this national greening program. We're not only planting our upland forest, but we're also planting our lowland forest, this mangrove and beach forest, okay? And biodiversity conservation. Hazard mapping and vulnerability assessment is also a priority of the Secretary. Forest protection, watershed management, improve land administration and management. Okay. Environmental protection, that is achieving clean air, clean water, and proper solid waste management. Okay. Together, we will achieve climate change resiliency by working together. Okay. So to end, our regional director says, we really appreciate your support and everyone who are involved in the project, who gives their heart and who understands that environmental protection and conservation efforts are not the sole responsibility of the government, but a shared responsibility with the private sectors, business sectors, and other stakeholders. We in our Region 7 could not do it alone, so we deeply appreciate this endeavor. 10 million mangroves in 10 years. Thank you very much.
All right, very good. Thank you so much to the Assistant Regional Director of the DENR 7, Dr. Emma Milaya. Thank you very much, Madam. And of course, with the full support of DENR, Candy Package achieved its biggest success through its project, KPGreen. Thank you so much for the huge support and help from DENR. Thank you very much. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call in Mr. Abner Barnuevo, the project coordinator of KP Group, for the project commitment. Let's welcome Mr. Abner Barnuevo.
Distinguished guests and partners of the CSR program, good morning. First, allow me to introduce the very short background of the Candy Package, leading to answering the question as to why Candy Package committed and invested its resources in the CSR programs. Candy Package started its business operations in 1976 in Iruma City, which now serves as the main headquarters of the company. And 20 years later, it opened its first branch outside Japan in the Philippines. And subsequently, it opened several branches all over Southeast Asia and Asian countries, including China, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia. Just last year, Candy Package opened its branch outside Asian countries in Mexico last 2007. And this year, Candy Package is expected to open another branch in the USA. And presently, Candy Package has total employees of over 800 employees throughout the several branches. And with this, Candy Package called the company and brand the company as a group of people who science the package. In the Philippines, Candy Package established in 1996 in Rosario, Cavite, and since then expanded to several places in the countries, including Cebu, Calamba. Another branch of company was started in 2004 as Superplex Logistics, and in 2011, the Lima plant established, and now presently, Candy Package bought a land area of 22,000 square meters for future expansion. In 2011, KP Group Philippines was established, which is the holding company of Candy Package Group of companies. And In 2013, another branch was established in Santo Tomas, Batangas, and in 2015, KP Group Cebu was established that served as a liaison office of the CSR programs in Central Visayas. The Kani Package strength relies in its strong commitment to the continuous production of the best packaging products, not just to protect another customer's products, but to protect our planet Earth. This 21st century, we are facing the global phenomenon of climate change, sea level rise, and global warming. And it is believed that the fight for climate change will probably be our last fight for survival. Because the enemy is us. We are fighting to stop ourselves from killing ourselves. We are killing ourselves by destroying our planet Earth. So, recognizing the urgency of this problem, the World Business Council for Sustainable Development called an action encouraging the businesses to be more environmentally friendly. And the Philippines, through the Kani Package, through the leadership of Mr. Yoshikazu Kanisaka, integrated the KPGreen Earth into its CSR programs in order to respond to this phenomenon and also to revert the negative image about the packaging business. So he thought that planting mangroves could help a lot in protecting our environment. And it was already highlighted in the speech of Dr. Milana about the socio-economic benefits that we can get from mangroves. And just in the past years, we have experienced the natural disasters. In 2004, the Indian Ocean tsunami that affected the 12 countries in Asia that killed over 300,000 people. The importance of mangroves in coastal protection was highlighted. And another natural disaster in 2013, or the Typhoon Haiyan, locally known as Yolanda, again highlighted the importance of mangroves in protecting the coastal communities. With this, the Kani Package was launched in 2009 with its logo. It's basically a greener earth in a box. So this signifies the Kani Package core business in manufacturing of the corrugated boxes. And this is the Kani Package way of thinking out of the box, bringing the company closer to the community. As a business, it should not only exist in taking profit, but should give back to the community and to the people. So this is a way, the Kani Package way of giving back for the sustainable development. Launched in 2009 in Olango Island as the pioneer site, it expanded in Banacon Island in 2011, and then expanded again in Tanjay City, Negros Oriental, and just last year expanded to Badian, Cebu. The component of the CSR, in addition to the mangrove rehabilitation, through the CSR, we also supported the education of the coastal community. Side by side with the mangrove rehabilitation, we donated daycare centers and elementary school buildings. And with this CSR also, we are giving livelihood to the coastal communities, wherein the Kani Package is giving cash incentives to the partner local people in planting mangroves. And at the same time, we are giving honorarium to the local people for protecting and managing the established plantation. In terms of the implementation, this is an institutional partnership scheme where we partnered with several organizations. The DENR has been our partner for this implementation, and we also partnered with the local government units, the local people's organization, the Saitama Prefecture, and the academic institutions. We have here the USDR as the academic institution. So we just don't plant and make documentation and leave. But we plant and we continue our management and protection of the plantation. Our presence remains in partnership with the people's organization in protecting the established plantation. And we also have the technical support with the partnership with the Saitama University, where I'm presently based at, finishing my studies. So from time to time, we are going to the plantation to sample our mangrove established plantations and also to check the balance of the established plantations. From 2009 up to 2018, we are happy to announce that we planted 10.1 million mangroves, covering an area of 289 hectares, using 3 different species and with a survival rate of 86%. So we are happy, and this is our source of encouragement to continue and put more commitment for the support and sustainability of the project. These CSR programs brought significant impacts to the community. This serves as a complementary source of livelihoods to the community, where we were giving cash incentives. And this also increased their environmental awareness, where we invited the DNR to conduct trainings and workshops before the plantation. And we also give relief operation in addition to mangrove planting, just like in Bohol earthquake in 2012 and Typhoon Yolanda in 2013. Another component of the CSR is a support for education. In Olango Island, we donated school building utilized by the San Vicente Daycare Center. In Banacon, Bohol, we also donated a school building for the elementary school. And in Panhay, another school building was turned over last year, utilized by the Manifest Daycare Center. And last year also, we turned over a desalination facility in Banacon Island that can process 3,000 liters per day, for 8 hours. Impacts among the company employees. So this serves as our bonding moment during the mangrove plantation, where twice a year, representatives from our overseas branches come to the Philippines to experience the mangrove planting. Also, this serves as an outdoor learning activities for the university students, where we partnered with 3 different universities in Cebu, the University of San Jose Recoleto, the University of San Carlos, and the Cebu Technological University. So every year, in partnership with the Saitama Jaika Municipal Project, we are bringing more than 100 students into the field to experience the mangrove planting. Through these CSR programs, we were given awards and recognition both in the Philippines and in Japan. And for future plans and direction of the CSR, we want to quantify the CO2 absorbed by the mangrove plantation. Dr. Milana already highlighted this importance of mangroves in terms of carbon sequestration, that it can absorb 10 times higher compared with the terrestrial plants. And we will keep on expanding the mangroves, as also stated by our president, that even we will reach 100 million mangroves, this will not stop us from planting. And also, we want to register the carbon credit for this project. And with the impacts of this CSR, we want to commit further and strengthen our commitment to the CSR programs. And to seal this commitment, we would like to encourage our partners to enter into this signing of the covenant, to remind Kani Package that maybe 5 years or 10 years from now, we will evaluate if our commitment remains the same. So this time I would like to invite our President, Mr. Kanisaka, to lead the signing of the covenant. We have also to call the Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Emma Milana, ma'am, and the Director General of the Philippine Economic Zone Authority, Director General Charitu Plaza, together with the administrators and officer in charge, the Deputy Zone Administrator of the Mactan Economic Zone, the Economic Zone Manager of Mactan Economic Zone 2, and the officer in charge of the Cebu Light and Industrial Park. Also, I would like to request the Mayor, Casey Sean Camacho, the First Secretary of Japan Embassy in the Philippines, Mr. Nobuo Kageyama, the DSWD of Tanay City Officer in Charge, Ms. Marietta Rubio, the representative from the Academy, Dr. Virgilio Abellana, and the representatives from the People's Organization who are the frontliner in making the success of this project. From respective representatives from the People's Organization. Thank you so much for your cooperation, and we hope more success for this undertaking.
Alright, once again, thank you very much to the project coordinator of Candy Package Group, Mr. Abner Barnuevo. And of course, congratulations to Candy Package and of course to all the people behind the success of this KPGreen Earth project. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to Candy Package Group of Companies. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the closing remarks, and of course, this success will never end without a toast of a good wine. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the director and now to give us a closing remark, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the director of Candy Package Group. Let's welcome Mr. Akira Katsuno.
Thank you very much. Hi, good morning everyone.
Good morning, sir.
This is second time that we have gathered in the function room here. In 2014, we held same event here in ballroom. This is ballroom. Yes. To celebrate 5 years accomplishment of our corporate social responsibility programs on mangroves. Time so quickly passing by today, maybe just 4 years, we gathered once again to celebrate the milestone accomplishment of our CSR program. The Candy Package Group is once again thankful for the active participation of various organizations for continued success of this project. We all gather here today with a common goal and desire of helping protect and conserve our nature and our planet. As a business company, we will continue to commit and expand support to sustainability of the CSR project. We hope that we can continue to be a partnership with all of you and looking forward in the next 5 years together again in here or the same place. So let's make a toast. Everybody okay? Please take a glass. Okay. I will use Japanese language. It's kanpai. Not it. So far, for the continued success of CSR project. Oh, stand up. Sorry, stand up please. Stand up please. Okay, let's say kanpai. Okay. Kanpai! Kanpai!